Hey everybody, David here, and today I want to talk about A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood, the movie about possibly Mr. Rogers. What I mean by that is, well, first of all, I got to see A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood at TIFF today, and I think this is like the last couple of days of TIFF. I've been to TIFF in the past, but I think this is the time that I've seen the most movies at TIFF. One time I was there just to see celebrities walk the red carpet. This time I just decided to see a couple of films, and I already saw Joker and now A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood. And I gotta say, this was one of the movies I was really looking forward to. There were a couple of movies there I really wanted to see. And I think this movie actually lived up to what I thought it was going to be, and that is a very good thing. This movie is a great, heartwarming film that I think will put a smile on your face by the end of it. I really teared up a couple of times during this movie. I thought Tom Hanks as Fred Rogers was terrific. Tom Hanks can do no wrong. He's one of my favorite actors of all time. I kind of wish they had a Q&A at the end of this. I know they probably had a Q&A when it premiered at TIFF, but because this was like the third showing, I think, of the movie, the actors and directors, the director and the actors were already gone. So I didn't get to hear them talk about the film. I know it's online somewhere, so I can probably check that out. But seeing the film, I thought Tom Hanks really delivered, but surprisingly, he's not in the movie as much as I thought he was going to be in. And I kind of had heard that when the earlier reviews had been coming out, and getting to see the movie myself, I can agree to that. I was actually surprised how limited his role was. Not that he's not like he is in the movie enough where you do feel like, okay, here's Mr. Rogers, he's affecting this guy's life. Because, yeah, the movie is not really about Mr. Rogers. It's actually about this reporter who's going through some family issues, maybe, with his father. So he is going through some family issues. He hasn't talked to his father for a long time, and there's some brokenness there. And Mr. Rogers is kind of the supporting character that kind of gives his words of wisdom, what we know Mr. Rogers was good for when he was on television, and helping people, and how friendly he was. And yeah, I really thought the movie was great and delivered on that. When you start tearing up during a moment where people are singing to Fred Rogers on the subway station, that scene is in the trailer, and man, when that scene came up again in the movie, I teared up. Because it was such a nice moment. Just seeing people being nice is such a great moment. It's something that I feel like we need today in our culture. We need people just being good to each other. And that's what this movie was about. Forgiveness, being kind to one another. And I think that's a message that needs to be sent out. And this is coming from the guy that watched the Joker movie and really loved the Joker movie, which was a different thing altogether. It's funny how apples and oranges these two movies are that I got to see at TIFF, because they're both radically different, but you can still appreciate them for different reasons. And appreciating a movie that sending out the word of kindness, I think that's a movie that should be cherished a little bit more. It's cool when we get movies with action, cool looking action sequences and stuff like that, but sometimes it's the movies like this also that need to be seen as well, to remind us, because I think sometimes people forget that what our morals should be. So I'm going to end it here, guys. I really enjoy this movie. I like the story that they had presented to us. I wasn't too sure about the reporter's story at first, but then as the movie went along, I started getting into this character, this reporter guy, and his story with his father, and yeah, there's a couple of moments that will get people teary eyed. I think I even remember hearing in the theater some people were crying. So this will be a heartwarming film that people will enjoy for sure. I'm giving this movie an 8.5 out of 10, 8.5 out of 10. Really enjoyed it. I thought it was great. And with that being said, I hope you guys like this video. Please subscribe to my channel. And until next time, take care.